love for everything he does. Alright, here we are, out on the ride, and we're going to try to see if we can visit a place with a million squirrels, maybe not even a million squirrels, maybe just 100 squirrels, maybe just, you know, squirrels everywhere. We're going to check them out for a little bit. Very good surprise that actually I found out how my tire got flat the other day, and it's something that was quite close to not happen, or maybe close to happen, I don't know. I don't even know if it's true or not, but maybe he, that's right, the cat likes to use my bike as a scratching pool sometimes on the tires. I don't know why, but I've caught him a few times, and it's like, hey, stop, no, don't, you know, and he just like looks at me and it's like, okay, I'm not doing it, sorry, you know, and then sometimes he was like, whatever, you ain't gonna stop me. Okay, well, now I have to literally like keep my door closed, make sure he doesn't go up in there to where my bike's at, and unless I'm in there, because I have a feeling he is the one that did it, but it could have been anything on the ground, who knows, you know. And second of all, I have pretty much of a low tread on the back tire. Not really low, but low enough where you say, hey, okay, I think it's time to get a new one, you know. And that's basically what I have on the back of there. You know, I basically have that kind of tread to say, hey, I think it's time for me to get a new tire. And actually, it is time for me to get a new tire, so I might do that pretty soon. But I'm going to hold off until like after I come back from Utah, because it's still got plenty of action tread on it. You know, I don't like too much of the tire on a mountain bike, but I do like non-tire look. Mountain bike look, you know. I love that look for some reason. It's just like, it looks tough, you know. It looks mean, you know. It looks like, okay, this can handle something. And this bike actually can handle a lot of things. It's been amazing. So, you know, but turning that tread over to mountain bike tread is pretty crazy on a cement area. I do have is also electric. That's a cliff jumper, so that one, you know, it looks good with the tread. It comes with the tread. It looks awesome with the tread, or like that, you know. That one I do recommend, you know, you have some tread on that one, because that one right there goes a lot more faster. If it's like, you know, got the knobbies on it, seriously. That one is so much more faster than this one, and I just gotta be careful on that one, because like that one, it probably could, I'm not saying it will, but like it just is my force nowadays compared to this one. But if I took that one out, you know, that one's just pretty crazy. I probably could get pulled over on it, probably get taken away from me. Yeah, sure. Yeah, but I just feel that source that they acknowledged to everybody after all these bikes were made, this is idiotic. Like, okay, we're gonna make a whole bunch of bikes to actually make a whole bunch of money. And usually that's what's happening behind the scenes. You really don't know. A lot of people just make stuff to make a whole bunch of money, and then are the government comes online and our laws and registrations and legalizations and all that come online, it's like, okay, well, this is what you gotta do now. But that's not exactly what you want to do, seriously. But anyways, we're almost over to the Beach Boulevard, and if you guys have been watching for quite some time right now, if you like what's going on, make sure you smack that thumbs up. Just like that. Leave me a comment down below. Oh! Oh! Flop that I own shows with friends. And then also you get to ring that bell to get that notification for every time I post a video. We are out here, going to be hitting the borderline of Huntington Beach over here in Orange County, and this bike is terrific. I do recommend you if you want a good e-bike for a cheap price, and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, but just a little bit, you know, not too much. These bikes go for $1,200 at a bike shop. Online, they're about the same price. Then you got to pay for shipping and delivery, so a little bit over the price that you would pay at the bike store. So I say it's better to go down to the shop and grab it anyways, because sometimes online, when you buy things, you pretty much don't get a warranty that well. You have to struggle talking to them about your warranty and about you buying the bike. Because I did that with Amazon, and I bought the other bike and a 2-year warranty on it. No, dude, they didn't want to buy that. They didn't want to give me the warranty back on it. But enough struggling, they actually gave me all my cash back on it. But they said, you must use it all for Amazon money. You get the catch right there? I totally got the catch right there when they said that. And then they said, everything you purchase must say on it a very certain thing. I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, you need to look out for shipped and received and bought by Amazon before you buy it. I was like, man, that's crazy. So before I bought anything, from the amount of money that they owed me, I just had to look around like everywhere and figure out, okay, if I'm gonna buy $750 worth of stuff, knowing that I paid just about $800 and put into the bike and on the bike over that, how can I make my money back? Plus, what do I really need? Or what should I buy to make my money back? So, if anybody's interested, I got some really good collectible Funk Pops. But I don't know if I want to get rid of them because they're really good ones. They're really hard ones to find. I got an Ice Cube with his Impala popped up in the air. That's a really cool one. I like that one. Got a Barton Sensum. Itchy and scratchy. Little keychain ones. And then Snoop, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, you know, I don't have the whole NWA family, but I'm still in the midst of trying to get that. Oh, excuse me. But there's a couple other ones I have, you know. I just recently bought two, actually. And I don't think I'm going to get rid of them. They're my collectibles, I'm sorry. So, scratch that out. You guys are never going to get a hold of them. You might get a hold of them after something happens to me, but that ain't going to happen to me. I'm pretty good. I'm healthy. You know, I'm running down the line. But we never know, actually, when he's going to say, okay, you're coming with me. And that's the whole thing. You got to be very careful in life just because God stood down and just take you anytime you want to and everything. And there's a lot of people out there that don't believe it, you know, but there's a time for it. My time ain't now. But I'll tell you what, pretty soon I'm heading off on my trip to Utah, and I'm going to have lots of fun. And I'll be back down Utah within a few days. And I'm also going to talk to my cousin when I'm up there after she gets married and find out how she actually, or who she talked to, or what she actually did to get one of her books that she wrote published. Because I have a great story to tell everybody, but it's kind of gruesome and it's kind of based probably on a true story out here in Orange County. It's happening right this minute. You would never know. It's right behind your eyes. It's right behind my eyes because I just experienced this in my head not too long ago. And see, I seen a movie just like it not too long ago too, also. And I was pretty much tricked out about it, but the movie was based in the area of Big Bear, California. So it can be possible. I'm not sure exactly, but this story just is amazing. Like, is this real? It could be. We don't know. And the director of the other movie that I am talking about, that's basically the same exact story, kind of line, but maybe probably different actors and a little bit of a different write-up script, and pretty much not a copyright, not a cover, not a sequel, but you could take it that way. And I don't know if it will ever get sold or published, but this is going to be the first time I'm going to write like a book and then see if it gets turned into movie script. I have never done this before, and I heard a lot of my friends and a lot of people that I know that I have brought into the music industry and then have actually entrepreneured out to making movies. And there's a lot of people out there already doing it as a music artist, and how they become actors. It's just like, okay, that's a crazy thing. You know, I've already been an extra in quite a few different movies. never fails. They're always waiting for me to go. It's all good. Thank you. Thank you, bro. So anyways, yeah, we'll find out if it's going to be successful or not. I really don't know. I haven't even started writing anything up, or even try to like get all the words copied down on my phone and then reversed on paper and into like a little journal tablet or something like that, you know, and put my name on the book and start to throw it out there to people. I'm talking about people in the industry of already writing a book or already, you know, published a book and seeing it. Somebody can say, okay, that's a good story. You can be a good writer. You know, you can be an author. That's but, you know, it's just, you can't even say that word actually. It's like, that's a bad word for a lot of people. So it's the S word, you know, it's not a bad word. But, you know, sometimes saying something wrong. We're all not perfect, we're all not human all the way around. You know, we're all just straight out human, perfect. Nah, we're not there yet. You know, we're just human. We're just like mediocre trying stuff, you know. A lot of us. And then sometimes when we mediocre try something, it's just like we become a miracle off of it. It's just like me writing songs and being a freestyle at first on a song, and then actually one song, you know, I just decide, okay, I'm not gonna freestyle this one. I'm trying to write everything up and then practice the rhyme like 10, 20, 30 times, or to practice the song like 10, 20, 30 times in my head, and then maybe perform it one day, and then maybe also on top of that too, well, it might just become a really big hit. And it was one of the best rap songs I ever did in my whole life. Seriously, one of the best rap songs I ever did in my whole life for my hood that I grew up in, my neighborhood that I grew up in. Yo, dude. Right there, that would have been it. But anyways, my neighborhood that I grew up in was really rough, really tough, you know, and everything. It was really, it's like breakfast for me. Out here in Orange County, when I lived out there, it's just like, oh. You know, and there was a couple like times I got upset and everything. Excuse me. You know, I wrote this song, I was like, wow, this is really gonna be something or not. So if y'all want to hear that song, you get a chance to pop out of here and go on my Spotify. It is pretty much an older song written by me, reposted on Spotify. is 900 blocks. Then after that, you know, I wrote like maybe a short part of this other song. It's just going to be released to everybody pretty soon, and it's going to be re-released actually to everybody pretty soon. So you probably already heard it. You're like, oh, I already heard this one, but you know, I like it. I want to check it out again. It's Hey You. So between those two right there, I mean, like, I wrote a lot for it. And was not thinking it was going to go anywhere. And was also thinking, you know, it was a super great song. And actually got millions of plays. And I was just like, dude, really, this stuff works. And the other one is pretty much an R&B hip-hop between me and another one of my artists that I don't know what is up with her. It's just I had her on my crew for a while and then bam, she skipped out and just stopped talking to me. I think it's because of you know, there was a time that she actually brought an artist over to my house. He wanted to join up with the crew, make a beat and everything, but he wanted me to pay for everything, you know, on his style. I was like, dude, you're just not worth this whole time. I mean, I'm not going to give you my service, my collab, my stuff for free, dude. I had to make my money, bro. The studio has to make their money too when they go in there, no matter what, you know. And that's one thing we have to find out, you know, before we do anything. So he's basically used both of us. He's basically wanting to use both of us on our style situation. Oh, dude, it's like right out in front of me, like, you know, right there, split. Hey. Alright, here we are in the hill bomb, going up to Pond Slater. Back tire's feeling great. After airing up, put a whole new one up in there, or two. But, like I said, I do have a low shred. And we are out here on Angel Beach, basically chilling. I haven't seen anything really exciting going on yet. First, let's stop and check them out. But we really didn't even see that many squirrels in the area over there, so that's why I just like zoomed by there. And we're always catching you guys right at the same time. You guys are like, oh, we're only human. Yeah, I'm running a little bit late too, but pretty much on time now. Pretty much like seeing him right there. Or he could have been a little bit late too. Or usually sometimes he's already sitting down like eating, dude. He goes over to the Holy Moly like every day. Grabs some beer and sits down and eats. I don't know if he works in the nighttime or in the daytime or evening time or what. But he's also pretty much doing property protection to some place. Alright, so we are out here on Talbot Beach Boulevard, cruising it, giving a little hill bomb to it.